All right, guys, we're back. I'm Roger. I'm a Street Level Critic, and I'm here with Ricardo.
What's up, guys?
We're going to react to two trailers in one. We're going to do the Marvel's What If trailer and the Miss Marvel official teaser trailer. So we're going to start off with the Marvel's What If. First of all, Ricardo, we've grown up together, him and I. We've always talked about, oh, what if this? When we're kids, we talk about that all the time. What if, Iron Man was black? What if, whatever? It's so many what if things. Anything. What if Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future had done this? Marty McFly. All these things. There's what if, any infinite possibilities. So as long as this doesn't mess with the MCU, I'm down for it. And I'm excited to see where they're going to go. What about you? What do you think?
Hey, anytime there's a what if, there's gonna be some cool stuff. There's so many endless possibilities, so I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah, and as long as they don't pander, like do 2020 stuff, like too much pandering, like that Endgame scene that the Endgame scene in the end with all the women together, like unexplainably, like just to, you know what I'm talking about.
2020, be careful.
Unnecessary. No, I don't care about that. You guys know what I'm talking about. They're all not together on the battlefield, and only the female got together at that end scene. I don't care that women are fighting together. Awesome that they're fighting together. But just the fact that it's not explained, that's what took me out of the story, and it's like, oh, that's bad writing. So
that's a good leave a comment down below.
Yeah, leave a comment down below if you liked it, if you care, if you think it's dumb, if you think it's, feminism. I don't care about feminism. I'm a feminist myself. Equality for everybody. But if the story is done well and written well and it makes sense, then I'm all for it. So as long as this doesn't mess with the MCU, I'm down.
I don't think it will.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So ready?
I'll do the countdown.
All right, guys, subscribe down to subscribe and comment in the section below. I've been gone for so long I don't even know how to do this anymore. So, all right, here we go. Ricardo's going to do the countdown.
Here we go. All right. 1, 2, click.
Nick
Space.
Fury.
Time. Reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
Okay. Howard.
I was promised an army. You have
Awesome.
a super soldier.
Woo!
You sure don't seem too freaked out about all this.
Is that T'Challa?
Could be.
What you doing out there all by yourself anyway?
Exploring the world.
Sounds fun. But why stop at one world when we can show you all of them?
Is that Buck?
I am the Watcher.
Yep.
I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and dare to face the unknown.
Wow.
That was in the
And on to
comic.
the question.
Yeah.
What if?
Give me the tour.
Evil Doctor Strange? Yeah. Ooh. Fa. Okay.
Interesting.
All right, so we're going to do the Miss Marvel trailer next. Ricardo, really quick, do you know anything about Miss Marvel?
I don't.
I don't know much about her either. All I know is because the game that just came out, that she's one of the main characters in it. I've read up on it a little bit, and she's like a big MCU fangirl, and she's a super fangirl of Mrs. Marvel, or Captain Marvel, I mean. So then maybe that's where she gets her name. Not sure. So
I always get her confused with Squirrel Girl.
No, that's another thing. That's things everyone's petitioning for that show to come out. But she's basically Elastic Man or Plastic Man.
Oh yeah, the game.
The game that just came out. The Avengers game. All right.
Still don't know who she is, but yeah.
Let's find out. Do the countdown.
Here we go. All right. 1, 2, click.
Miss Marvel is a new kind of superhero.
There we go.
At the core of all of it, her story is so universal.
Miss Marvel is one of the newer characters in the Marvel comics. And when one comes in that grabs the world's imagination like this, the questions are, when are we going to bring Miss Marvel to the screen?
When Miss Marvel first came out, we had such an incredible reaction.
It was so incredibly popular because everybody could see themselves in her.
I never saw a young teenager of color, specifically a Pakistani, in a comic book. Are you kidding?
You promised you'd be cool.
I am cool.
The casting process was vast. When we discovered Iman, we knew that she was Kamala Khan.
It was a unanimous decision.
Yeah, I can't comprehend this right now.
And then, of course, we've got a really incredible team of directors. Bilal Fallah, Adel Al-Arabi, Mira Menon, and Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. And all of them are taking the material and elevating it.
So human. It's about a teenager figuring out who she is and about relationships. Family and friendship is at the heart of the MCU canon. That's what's so exciting about the story that we're bringing, is that we're going to introduce you to a new family that's also going to be part of the wider MCU.
Okay. All right, Ricardo. So we just saw two vastly different trailers. One was more of a behind the scenes, like not even a making of really, but you know, just little flashes of stuff that they filmed already. But what did you think of the What If series first?
Let's see. What If looked very well done. I'm excited because it's a lot of people from the movie coming back to reprise their characters. Like, what's the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy with the whistle?
Oh man,
I can't remember his name either.
Sorry.
But he's doing the voice of that.
Yeah, the voice acting. Yeah.
It looked like Peggy Carter was the original voice too.
It might have been. Sam Jackson wasn't. I don't think I heard Iron Man's voice.
I don't think Iron Man was either, but
Thor, Doctor Strange, I didn't hear any of them. Their voices, Bucky either.
But the Watcher, that means they're going
deep,
galactic. Like,
they're going really deep into the, you know.
And what's the Eternals?
Yeah, what about it?
That's coming out, so I guess
this
is kind of getting you ready for that super galactic. Because the Watcher is like
maybe
he's in that realm of like Eternals and Celestials and all sorts of weird.
Yeah, all that craziness.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they're getting us ready for that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, the Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy movies have helped us get out there a little bit. We're out there somewhat. But yeah, this is digging deep into.
Yeah, this is like super, like geek stuff.
No,
when you start going into
not just geek, just more, you know, sci-fi maybe, comic book sci-fi. Yeah.
The what if factor wasn't too shocking to me. Like Peggy Carter as Captain Britain. I don't remember any comics of that, so I don't know. So it's gonna be new to me. So I'm excited to see where they go with this. How it's gonna affect the Marvel universe, or maybe they're just gonna expand on stuff we don't know from Doctor Strange, because there's a lot of Doctor Strange stuff in there.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
so
maybe it'll just be what the title says. It's what if stories. It's not gonna affect anything in the MCU. It's just gonna be everything. They're taking everything from the MCU and just messing with it, playing with it, going crazy with it.
They have to have like something that causes the what if. I guess it's not just gonna be like I don't think it's gonna be a separate thing from the universe.
So you're saying that eventually we'll see the Watcher stuff in the MCU, in the main MCU.
That, and I think it's just showing you kind of like WandaVision. It looks like it's another reality. Like I think
possibly.
I Iron Man snapping his finger and all the time messing with the time stone with the stones is what caused a lot of what's in the future of Marvel.
Maybe, yeah, opening up possibilities because, like, if you told me, Roger, fix everything that happened in 2020, I would have been like, no pressure, and then, you know, I'll forget something, you know,
Exactly.
and that could affect, you know, one drop in the lake or whatever, one drop in the water will change everything, you know. So maybe the snap happened.
I'm sure this
and
isn't
messed
going to
stuff
be canon, I think, like, in the future, but this is kind of like a pocket universe, and there's going to be some sort of explanation.
Maybe.
I don't think it's just a standalone, like, cartoon thing.
Well, what does the Watcher do? Doesn't he go through time and watch his stuff, and he has everything, kind of access to everything?
Yeah, he's kind of like an observer. He doesn't. I
Yeah.
don't think he can mess with. He can't intervene.
Yeah, and the voiceover was like, "Oh, let me show you," and it seems like he was talking to one character or talking to us. Maybe the Watcher is talking to us, the viewers, and he's showing us possibilities of what could have happened. You know, maybe that's what it is, and then the Watcher will come into the real series, and maybe the just will be something that he did on the side. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, it might be that. It might be his view of what he's witnessed from Avengers to Endgame.
But
And
alternate
he's like-
realities. So I don't know. That's the thing that doesn't make sense. But who knows?
But another, like, there's so much content coming out with Loki and all that stuff. It's
Yeah. Speaking of content, we watched another trailer, Miss Marvel. It was very little in terms of content. It was more behind the scenes and how it created and introducing us more to the character because a lot of us have no idea. I know she was from somewhere in the Middle East, but Pakistan, I didn't know specifically. So now I know. Pakistani. So
yeah, she's a new character to me.
yeah, she's very new.
So I don't know.
I've seen some set pictures of that costume that they showed in the trailer. Like, it was behind, like, her and her friend were looking at it, and they showed it from behind. Like, that seemed like a really... the one thing that I will say about the show is I remember we talked about, in the other reactions, we spoke about it's seeming like TV, like, or cheaper, lower budget or whatever. It doesn't seem cheaper because the budget doesn't look like cheap quality. But the fact that it's about a young girl and it's high school and her family, they didn't show anything about powers or villains or her using the powers or learning it. So because they didn't show any of that, it just felt like less of a exciting show for me. And they're still making it, so I'm sure that when I see the first trailer, they're going to show their, I always love watching the origin story of the superheroes and her getting her weird powers and stretching in ways that they're going to use her stretchy powers. I mean, one of my favorite scenes in both The Incredibles are when the mother is using her power. Elastigirl's using her powers. So that power set is awesome and can be awesome. So the directors that they showed, she said that they're bright, they're talented. I want them to be good in showing good action with her using her powers, creative ways of showing that. So that could be very exciting, and I'm excited because of that possibility of what we could get with the Miss Marvel show. So
yeah, what I'm kind of feeling that this is more of a young teenager show.
Yeah, I mean, it's about a young girl. So
like no, but it looks like this one is specific. Their market is teenagers, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as a parent, I have 2 teenagers, and I remember watching Disney TV shows and Nickelodeon. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Like the half an hour Disney TV shows, like sitcoms, kind of felt that way, because it's like you said. I felt like it was a little less, not budget, but just their emphasis on the budget went completely to Loki, Winter Soldier, Falcon, and Wanda, and this one is more of a down to earth,
I don't know if I agree with that, because I mean, okay, that's a valid point, but I think that this is because we didn't have a trailer. Like, it's not ready. We saw a trailer for Loki, like, with graphics, music, special effects, like, and same thing with WandaVision and Captain and Winter Soldier. They showed Falcon flying to Ken, all kinds of craziness. So this was just super pre. So that's why I think it looks low budget, because they didn't show anything. There was nothing there. They showed a scene with her on the table with her dad, and her in the store, her walking and laying on her bed.
Yeah, there was no powers shown.
Yeah. I think that's why
So
we're
I
feeling
guess,
that way.
Yeah.
And you know Disney's not going to go, oh, let's cheap out on this one show. They're not going to do that. And, you know, if Kevin Feige is the head honcho, he's going to make stuff that, you know, he knows what he's doing. I trust in Kevin Feige, we trust.
It does feel like it's not heavy in the MCU, though. Like, it's kind of its own origin, you know, and like, the way they're advertising this is like, like a fresh, you know,
take.
Well, it's introducing the Middle Eastern side of Marvel, you know, because
Yeah, I mean, but I think she's from New Jersey, or from here.
I'm saying like they're making it a point to make it all Middle East, like the directors and
Yeah, because it's 2020. It's 2020, and if they have to do that.
Bad. I'm not saying it's bad.
Me neither.
It's like cheesy. I'm just saying their focus,
their emphasis,
is not the MCU.
Yes,
it looks like to me. Their focus is Miss Marvel. Like, they want that world to be known.
Yeah.
And they want to show that, you know, Middle Eastern side of what they can do with a superhero kind of thing, which is cool.
Yeah.
But as far as like fitting it into the MCU, it doesn't look like they're gonna. I'm sure there's gonna be little things in there to connect the MCU, but
I mean, there's Captain Marvel posters on the wall. She was looking at it, and, you know, yeah.
Isn't Captain Marvel was in the What If, right?
I don't remember if she was in there. I don't remember if I saw her in there.
She was.
Okay.
So I don't think it's gonna be like tied into the MCU very much. I think they're very focused on creating her world.
Right.
And which is fine, but the other shows are heavy into the MCU. Like,
yeah, because there's backstory, tons of history. Yeah.
So I mean, it's gonna be that show where it's definitely the least that I'm interested in right now. Unless the trailer comes out and it's like,
it might blow you away. You never know.
Like freaking Wolverine's in there, and
yeah, okay.
It's not gonna happen.
Calm down, buddy. But what I do think is, this is all rumors that I'm talking about, and because, you know, I follow the rumor mill. But there's Young Avengers coming, and I think she's one of the Young Avengers, so it's perfect. They're setting up a lot of these young for like Scarlet Witch, her kids. You know, the new girl from the new Black Widow. Squirrel Girl, who knows, the one I told you about that was in the new Hawkeye show. There's a lot of young people that they're building up, and they're setting her up to bring her into the MCU. So I could see, like what you said, they're focusing on her story. Yeah, build her up. There's probably gonna be, you know, cameos in there. That's what they do. That's how they do. So I'm liking it. I like them both.
I hope they get the licensing for the Runaways.
When they get it back, yeah.
Because the Runaways is...
But not to follow that, not to keep going with that, to start from scratch, right?
Fresh start, yeah.
Okay. Don't scare me like that.
The show, they didn't do it justice.
Yeah, exactly. That's the right phrase that you use. They didn't do it justice. I thought there was some cool stuff in there, but it just did not live up.
Oh, the budget, the story writing.
Yeah, they just couldn't do it.
If they put it in Kevin Feige's hand,
it'll be done. Yeah, if you get the cash flow of Disney behind that show, it could be incredible.
President. And Sam Raimi? No.
What about Sam Raimi?
Director of Endgame?
The Russo brothers. The Russo brothers.
Director of Lion King. Sorry.
Oh, Jon Favreau.
Jon Favreau.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give it to Jon Favreau or something.
The Runaways? It's such a small title. I want him to do something big. I want him to do X-Men or go do the next Star Wars trilogy, or I don't know, something big. Runaway, nothing against the Runaways. I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying in terms of scale, I want Jon Favreau to go big. He did the Lion King. He's really good with special effects. I want him to go big. So, yeah. But yeah, just get a good director to do Runaways. That's what I want. So yeah. All right, so I like them both. Ricardo's a fan of both. He doesn't not loving it or not as high in his, view as the other trailers, the full trailers that we saw. But he's down for all of it. I'm excited. We want to know what you think. Comment down below. Let us know. Catch you guys on the next one. Até a próxima. Peace.
Peace.